Hey, it's Robert Van Valkenburgh here at Kogen Dojo with John Caranta. Just wanted to talk to John a little bit. He's getting ready to move up to Alaska. He came here from Ron Shiraki's school out in Hawaii, a Helson Gracie affiliate out there, and ever since he came to the school, he's been a huge asset to the school here. He came here as a purple belt and has been a big help getting the school up and running, teaching everybody here, teaching the white belts and the blue belts, even showing some new stuff to the higher ranked guys like Bowie, giving us some cool details on some techniques that we may not have seen before. In fact, just now we were playing around in the back, rolling, doing some neon belly stuff, and he showed us neon belly escape that one of the guys pulled off twice in about 5 minutes right after he showed it. So I just want to talk to John a little bit about his jiu-jitsu career so far, and just want to catch up with him since he's leaving, and wanted to kind of take advantage of this last little moment that we're going to have with him. He's going to be here Saturday for the 9 to 11 open mat, but he's going to teach class tonight, and then we're going to go out to dinner afterwards, and or out for drinks, whatever, and just kind of shoot the breeze. So, John, thank you for being a part of Kogen Dojo. Seriously, I mean, it means a lot. How did you get into jiu-jitsu?
So about 5.5 years ago, I'm in the military, so I travel around quite a bit. About 5.5 years ago, a coworker of mine said, "Hey, sir, are you willing to go try this thing called jiu-jitsu?" I'd never done any martial art or anything like that, so I said, "Sure, I'll give it a go." And like many folks, instantly hooked.
Yeah. And where was the first school you trained at?
So I've trained at the lab in Fredericksburg, Virginia. I've trained at an affiliate of Gracie Lisboa in Portugal and the islands of the Azores. From there, I went to Ron Shiraki Academy in Hawaii. From there, I came here to Kogen Dojo. And then on my way to Alaska, I'll find a good school out there.
Yeah, good. And you've lived in Alaska before, right?
I did. 2005 to 2008, we lived in Anchorage. We're going back.
But that was before you did jiu-jitsu?
That was well before I did jiu-jitsu,
yeah.
yes.
Okay. Yeah. So if anybody has any recommendations about a good jiu-jitsu school in Alaska, shoot in the comments, and we'll pass it on to John. So what is it that you fell in love with jiu-jitsu, made you fall in love with jiu-jitsu when you first started it?
Part of it's just the physical aspect, right? You can get in pretty good shape, and I know a lot of guys have lost a lot of weight while doing jiu-jitsu. For me, though, it's more of it's a trial by fire. It's attempting things and getting immediate physical feedback, right? It's an art that teaches you mistakes very quickly, either through some sort of pain, minor pain, or the threat of a choke. So you get immediate feedback. And there's just a great amount of camaraderie in it. So between those things, that's really what's kept me in jiu-jitsu.
Very cool. And so what is your job, if you don't mind saying?
So I'm a colonel in the Air Force, cyber operations. That's my job.
Yeah. Well, thank you for your service, first of all. So how do you feel like that jiu-jitsu has affected the way that you do your work?
Sure. So it's jiu-jitsu teaches you calm under fire. It teaches you problem solving. It teaches you to think through an issue, and kind of to understand what your limits are as far as thresholds for pain. Teaches you when you should recognize that you're really in danger and not, but be able to think calmly through all of those things. So in a high pressure job with a lot of requirements, I can problem solve through it. I can think through it in a calm manner. Nothing kind of rattles me. It's really taught me a lot about just approaching life from the perspective of a jiu-jitsu player.
Very cool. And you mentioned camaraderie. Really, it's funny because my story about meeting John, he came in one Saturday for an open mat, and we had just opened, and he walked up to the little tablet that we have that you sign in at, and it's really quiet, just kind of stoic, and he signed it in, and I said, "Hey, my name is Robert." He said, "I'm John." I said, "Have you done jiu-jitsu before?" "Yes, I'm a purple belt." Like, okay, what brings you here? "I'm visiting," or "I just moved here," and I just got really nervous. Like, this guy's coming to stalk the school, and coming to kind of wreck shop, and we stepped on the mats, shook hands, started standing, and just had an awesome, great roll. Absolute gentleman. For anybody who's going to train with John in the future, I mean, it was when you start, as soon as you put hands on somebody in jiu-jitsu, you know who they are, and I could tell right away that John's a good guy, that he was a brother right away, and that's been the case since he's been here. I really appreciate it. You mentioned camaraderie, and I really feel like from that first day that we really had something good going, and even more than that, the fact that you would entrust your time here to us, to Kogen Dojo, to the people that are here while you're in Maryland, that you would spend all this time with us, that this is the school that you chose to train at. It really means a lot to me. I know it means a lot to Bowie, to my brother, to all the guys that are here, because you really have been an asset to the school, and it's really hard to see you go. But also, congratulations on your promotion. I mean, I know that you have good things in your future. So if you don't mind my putting you on the spot, what is it about Kogen Dojo that you like, that made you want to stick around?
So first is sort of the branding of the school, right? It's a Helsing Gracie school. So right away you know that you're going to get good instruction on self-defense. You're going to get good practical, real-life application of jiu-jitsu. The second thing is, as we've talked about before, the camaraderie. Coming here, there's a wide range of students from white belt up to brown belt, and they bring in great instructors. So for me, it really was the camaraderie, getting to know the guys, knowing that we can train hard together, but I don't have to worry about getting hurt, because we all have got to go to work, in the next day. So trust in the guys, great friendships, very competitive and strong jiu-jitsu, and so it challenges you and you learn a lot. So that's what really brought me here and has kept me here.
Very cool. Well, hope when you come back someday that you'll visit, obviously,
For sure.
and maybe I'll make it up to Alaska one of these days.
Come up.
Anything else you want to say before we go?
Hey guys, it's been a pleasure for the last 9 months. Keep pressing hard. You're going to fail. That's awesome. Fail hard and learn from it. Keep practicing. You will move up. You will advance. Your techniques will get better. And in the end, just enjoy it and have a blast here.
Very good. Awesome. Thank you, John.
Thanks, brother.
Pleasure.
Yeah.